Time to change the bio off of Gone Fishing to
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back.
welcome back to Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast, or welcome actually. This is going to be the first episode on Spotify. I took the other ones down because I feel weird having them up. Also, they're not that good.
That's kind of true. I'm not even gonna lie. That's kind of true.
There's like a couple good ones, but for the most part, they're just kind of eh.
Wait. If we're assuming this is our first episode, do you think we should introduce ourselves first?
Yeah, probably. Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm the host
For today. Hi guys, I'm Victor. And I am the, token diversity of this podcast, so that we can't get into any controversies.
Exactly. We're here for money. This podcast will bring us fame and fortune.
We are gonna lay it completely straight to you guys. If you're expecting us not to sell out, you expect it wrong. Like, as soon as we get the chance to do it, you're gonna get your Raid Shadow Legends ads. So this is not even a joke.
My God. Yeah, no, I won't. Just gotta get that podcast money. I felt really weird because when we were on break over the summer, I checked the email one day in like late July, and there was this email from like end of May that was like from this Denver podcasting startup company, and I was like, oh fuck, we missed it. I was like, shit.
Maybe the offer's still open. Have you texted back to them?
I could email them again.
It's fair enough.
I'm like multitasking right now. I'm still trying to get the Twitter back up. I'm putting us on a professional Twitter account now. We are a creator.
We are an actual legit podcast now, guys.
Exactly.
So, how was your summer, Brandon?
I worked at a warehouse. I worked at a shipping warehouse for not the one that starts with a consonant, but the one that starts with a vowel and isn't the government.
I wonder which one could that be.
I wonder which one it could be. There's only like 3 of them. We are back on our college campus. I'm an RA now. I got like responsibilities and shit. I have to make sure the freshmen don't die from like alcohol poisoning.
Well, we are moving up in the world. I am now a student supervisor at the dining halls.
Ooh, fancy.
I know, right? We're not making those big boy bucks. Well, Brandon's not really making any money.
I don't get paid for my job, but I just donated plasma and got $100 for that.
I should get on that, except that I'm deadly afraid of needles.
It's a big ass needle.
Yeah, I know. So they have to put me on there when they were taking out my ¿cómo se llama? Muelas del juicio.
Wisdom teeth?
My wisdom teeth.
Victor's from Panama.
Yeah.
Sometimes he speaks Spanish when he doesn't know the English word.
Yeah, it happens a lot, actually. Yeah. They had to put me on there when they took my wisdom teeth out, because they would just come up to my face with this big ass needle, and like I was genuinely trying, like I was trying to get this shit done, but then they would come up with a needle, and it was just like instinct, bro. I would just go like, nope, no, no.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm sitting in the chair waiting for them to like put the needle in my arm. So they go up to my left arm first. And they put the needle in my arm. Like, they do this whole process where they rub iodine on my arm to, like, I guess make it more visible. And so they do that. So my arm's covered in iodine. They put the needle in. The person putting the needle in my arm goes, huh, that's weird. Which is, like, the worst thing you could hear when someone's shoving a giant fucking needle in your arm. And so she's just like, yeah, your vein won't take the needle. And I'm like, well, I would hope so. I would hope my vein doesn't want to get stabbed. And so I was trying to not look at the needle because I'm fine with just feeling like I'm getting stabbed. Like, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I can't look at it.
Yeah. The stabbing is the least of my fears. Just like when the big needle comes up to you, like I freeze, dude. I just go like, and I try to run away. Yeah. Like I'm one of those fight people. Are you a fight people, or a fight person, or a flight person, Brandon?
It depends.
I remember one time in this was like, I think early high school or like late junior high. I don't remember when. We were at a thing, and it was like an overnight camp, and some kids higher up, they made this whole like scary walk through the woods and shit. Oh. They were their activity. So I punched one of
Oh
them
my God.
because they jump scared me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. so I mean, I am very much a fight person when it comes to that.
Okay. So, like I was saying, so I look over, and this needle is just getting like moved in and like slightly to the right. I'm like, ugh, I don't like this. I don't like this. So she calls over another person to try doing it, and the guy goes, "Now, do you know where the needle is right now?" To the other like person putting the needle in my arm.
What?
And she goes, "Yeah, it's above his vein right now." And so then he goes, "Well, it's also to the side a little bit. Let me try." And so he pulls the needle out like halfway and then tries to put it back in. I was like, ah. And so eventually they get it working and they're like, "It's going too slow." And I'm like, "Well, what does that mean?" They're like, "We need to do this again on your other arm."
Oh, God.
And so they did the exact same thing. And that time it worked though. And I was like, I kind of goated at donating plasma. I was out in like, they told me it would take like 45 minutes. I was out in like 40. And I was like, okay, let's go.
Even with all the complications, you were out early?
I was kind of goated at donating plasma.
Fair enough.
And I'm down some plasma. I am up a Ben Franklin.
Dude, you know what? If this podcast is gonna take up and we're gonna be up hella bands, bro.
I know. I want this podcast to pop up enough. I want hot tub money.
No. I want enough money to have a hot tub full of money, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Could be George Washington's, but still.
Yeah. Hopefully Franklin's. Maybe Jackson's, you know?
Yeah, I would take a hot tub full of Jacksons any day. Speaking of Jacksons, I went to school with this kid who we called Action Jackson.
What?
We called him Action Jackson.
Okay.
I don't know why we did. He was just like this short little Chinese boy. He was this short little Chinese boy. We called him Action Jackson. And the one day, he comes in, he goes, "Brandon, I'm going to China. Do you want anything?" And I'm like, one, I'm honored. Because I only talked to this kid in school. I only talked to Jackson in school, and I didn't even have that many classes with him. I just kind of talked to him.
Yeah,
sometimes.
he was the school friend. You know, you have friends, and then you have your school friends.
Exactly.
It's like it's for a real reason. Like as soon as that last bell rings,
they don't exist.
They just don't talk to each other.
Exactly.
At all.
So Jackson was one of my school friends, and so I'm like, I'm honored, Jackson, that you would bring me something from China. And I'm like, I really don't care what you bring me. Just bring me like something like small and like inconvenient, like not inconvenient, small and convenient to pack.
Exactly.
And
like
so,
you don't want this man to be bringing up like a whole 2-pound bag of like Chinese rice.
Exactly. So he's gone for 2 weeks in China, and I forget about this. He comes back to school one day, and he goes, "Hey, do you fucking mind? I'm trying to record my podcast here, you piece of shit." Car outside for those who couldn't hear. He comes back to school one day. I've completely forgotten about his offer. And he goes, "Hey, Brandon, I got you this dragon statue."
What?
I know, it's a cool little dragon like sculpture. It's probably plastic or it doesn't feel like plastic.
It's a fucking
It feels
dragon.
like fucking stone, dude. It feels
It's
like
a fucking dragon.
It feels like a stone, some kind of like cheap stone dragon sculpture, and it's cool as shit. I left it at home.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's got a decent bit of weight to it. I'm like, dude, what the hell? This is
Dude,
cool shit.
this man went above and beyond.
I also got another gift from Jackson, but my friend got a knife. He brought my friend a knife.
How did I kill? How?
I don't know. It was sheathed, so maybe it just slipped through TSA or customs or whatever.
I guess. Oh, dude, So I work at a dining hall, and I get like, so when you work like as a normal employee, you just get a little like printed on name tag. Like they give you a generic name tag, and then they like print your name on a paper and you stick it to that. But then when you get supervisor, they give you one of those nice laser engraved ones. Okay. And TSA stole my laser engraved name tag.
That's fucked up.
I know, right?
I have my name tag over on I have it on the shelves over there. I think it's just like the crappy one.
Yeah, I had to go ask my boss for a new name tag, and she was like, "What happened to your name tag?" And I went like, "TSA too, kid." And they were like, "You're kidding, right?"
But yeah, so my friend got a knife from Jackson, a Chinese knife. It was sharp too, dude. Like we
fuck?
pulled it out one day and he like ran it across his thumb. He fucking drew blood. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell? In school, he just handed it to him like in the middle of fucking band class.
But was this like a stabby knife, like a
No, it looked like a mini, like I don't know, you know the kinds of sword. It looked like a scimitar, kind of like a really tiny, like a nice size scimitar.
Like a the fucking. The curved ones that you put in your thumb and you can spin them.
I think so. No, not like that. Not like that.
Not like that?
It legit looked like I don't even know how to describe it, but it was one of those. And I was like, "What the hell, dude?" The second gift I got from Jackson was I got sick for a month. Him and his brother, he had a brother. Him and his brother brought something back from China. And I got sick for a month. From like February to March of 2020, not 2020. God, I would have had to have been like 2016. February to March 2016. I was sick for a month. I had this cold that just would not go away, and I was so mad. I was so mad.
How do you know it was him?
I don't know how else I would have got sick for a month because it was legit a week to 2 weeks after he got back. So I was like, man. Because it was like everyone in my band class, like the band plague is a real thing. Like on marching band trips, everyone will get sick, or one specific bus will get sick after like a big trip.
I haven't had. I was not a band kid.
I don't know about that. I was an unashamed band kid.
Dude, how can you say that? How can you not be ashamed? To any band kids that are listening, be ashamed.
Don't be a band kid, be a kid in band.
Just don't. Like you're just one step better than theater. Like, come on guys, you can do so much better.
Kids in band have some of the best vibes, but band kids are some of the most annoying people you'll ever meet.
I agree. I definitely agree.
I wasn't a band kid, I was a kid in band.
That's what you sound like.
My high school New Animal Crossing sounds great. But yeah, my high school marching band, our culture, the culture we had was a little toxic at times because our approach was to get rid of band kids by bullying them. We would bully band kids into being normal.
I think that's how everyone should approach it.
I agree. We would bully our band kids into being normal. And it happened to me too. I was a little shitter in 8th grade. I come into marching band in 9th grade. All of like the upperclassmen were like, why are you being weird? Yeah. Like me and my friend, the way our 9th grade show opened was we had to strike a pose. So me and my friend were next to each other and we look at each other and go, what if we both dabbed towards each other? So I was to the left, he was to the right. I put my right leg up and dabbed at like a 45-degree angle to the right, and my friend did the opposite of that. So we looked like we were doing a really stupid fusion dance.
You can't tell because there's no video, but I'm moving my head like in a no kind of way. What do you call that in English? I'm shaking my head in a disapproving way.
You're SMH your head?
SMH.
SMH my head. But yeah, so that's what we did. And the senior girl in color guard who was like in between us and up like 4 steps was like, every single week was like, I hate you guys. Like just this, it wasn't like a comical thing. It was like earnest. It was like, I hate you guys.
She was like, I hope that when you wake up, you stop breathing. And I never, ever have to see you soil my view again.
It was like imagine like you've gone through your shit, and then you get stuck between these two shitter freshmen, a clarinet and a trumpet player, and they're these two greasy 14-year-olds, and every week they think they're the funniest shit. They come out on the field giggling. We would go out there giggling. We'd be like, and then we'd do our little pose, and every week and every practice you have to see that shit. I don't think I could blame her. I really don't.
I wouldn't blame her either. Like, she's out here trying to be normal, and you just pull up like, I'm dabbing.
Oh my God.
It's obnoxious, dude. But like again, you were 14 though.
I was 14.
You were 14.
14-year-olds are some of the scariest people on the planet.
Yeah, I know. Right? Well, I think so. I think like the world would be way better is like assault laws didn't apply when you force them to like 14 to 15-year-olds.
Oh my god.
Like I'm just sometimes you need to put those little fuckers in their place.
Yeah, so 14-year-olds are like scary. Like 13 to 15 is like scary because they're smart enough to know all of like the worst things to say to you, but they don't have like the conscience to go like, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, and then you have a conscience, so you're like, maybe I shouldn't. That's why we should be able to like legally kick their teeth in, because they're gonna go into orthodontics anyway. So what's the problem?
Most people when I was in school went to the orthodontist when they were like 11 or 12. Most people I knew had braces either 6th to 8th grade, 7th or 7th to 9th. I was a 7th to 9th grade braces.
Dude, I have a really fucked up orthodontic shit. I should be on braces, but I'm not. In my case, in my high school, like it was like gradually until senior year. Like everyone was like gradually on braces.
Okay.
And then like senior year, we still had people on braces.
Really? I really can't. No one had braces like in high school. Like everyone was done with their braces in like 9th grade. Everyone got them like 6th to 8th grade. Or I knew some people who did it 5th to 7th grade.
Well, that I think it has to do with all the hormones and shit that you Americans put in your food.
Probably the fluoride in the water.
That's actually good for you.
No, it actually is. I don't get why people complain about that.
No, yeah. Like you're supposed to get fluoride, but like our modern diets don't provide enough fluoride.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, like your some shit's gonna fuck up in your immune system.
It's like for pregnant women, they need folic acid, and it's really hard to get that. So they just put it in like a bunch of stuff. So it's in like white bread. It's in like Lucky Charms.
Wait, let's talk about fucking American white bread, dude.
Do we have to talk about white bread in the first episode of the podcast? I feel like this is an alienating topic. We're trying to keep listener retention, Victor.
Well, I'm talking about bread, my guy.
I'm talking about a different kind of bread than you are.
I hate you.
Victor proceeded to talk about bread for 5 whole minutes. I cut it out. Thank me by following the podcast.
I think we should have better bread. Like, there's 2 things that have like upholded Western civilization for the past I don't know how many years. Is beer and bread. Like, that's about it.
Can't talk about that first one.
Yeah, we can. That's true.
I mean, you can. You're from Panama, where it's legal.
I go back home for the
here.
summer.
What's
and
beer?
It's legal for me to drink, so I know about that shit. But like, bro, come on.
I know. It's my birthday tomorrow. I still have another year to wait before I can actually drink.
Oh, shit, it's your birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Not about your birthday. I forgot about today's date.
Yeah, today's the day in August.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no way. We should just say your birthday so we can get you a famous birthday.
No. 19 and 20 are just like such like what you can't do anything.
Well, in the US, they're so
20,
mid.
You
like,
can't do anything. It's just like what's the point?
It's so mid in the US being 19 or 20. Because you cannot do the big boy things, but you are also...
I can go die for oil. I can go die for the oil companies.
That's true. You can do the big boy things, but everybody expects you to not do the boy things. You know what I mean?
Yes. So it's like I can't go in a casino. I can't smoke cigarettes anymore. I can't buy a Juul anymore. And nobody can buy a Juul anymore. But I can't smoke weed. Can't drink. Can't bet on sports.
Which is dumb.
I would lose so much money betting on sports.
I would win so much money, bro.
I would lose so much money. But like, yeah, but it's like I can do all that, but I still have to pay taxes, keep my car registered, keep my car insured. I have to do so much shit.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's hella dumb.
19 and 20. Like what is the point of being 19 or 20? There is no point.
Free federal taxation.
What do you mean by that?
Because like you're like they're just grabbing money for you while you can't enjoy life, you know? They're just getting a head start on you.
Very true, very true, very true.
Talking about betting on sports, I'm telling you guys, before football season starts,
don't listen to him.
The Jets are going all the way this year.
He's a lunatic. Don't listen to him. He got hit in the head one too many times. You can't trust him.
The Jets are going all the way, so you just go make your fucking bets. The Jets are going all the way.
The Jets have been a terrible... The last time the Jets were good was in 2010. The last time they were good before that
was only 12 years
in
ago.
the 60s, bro.
Bro, They're the best fucking franchise out
No,
there.
they're not. The team with the most wins is actually the Chicago Bears.
The only team that can ever compare to the Jets in like how good they are the Lions, bro. Detroit Lions.
This man just found out how American football works like last year and has decided to be one of the cool people who roots for the shitty teams.
I don't see the problem here. I just see wins, you know, because when they eventually win, because they will, I'll be like, I told you so, you know?
My honest prediction for this year is we get the Brady Belichick Super Bowl, so it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New England Patriots, because this is the last year Brady's playing. Brady's done after this year.
No, I don't think so.
Brady's done after this year.
I don't think so. I think the Bengals are gonna be back at it.
I don't think the Bengals are repeating. I really don't.
They have the team to do it.
They have the team. I just don't think they're repeating. Because they actually maybe they might. I see them winning their division just because no one else is like good enough. So the Ravens might be. I think the Bengals are better than the Ravens right now, and then the Steelers and Browns are kind of a joke. Fuck the Cleveland Browns. They got a serial sexual predator and gave him $230 million, fully guaranteed.
Wow.
Yep. 20. I think it's 30 lawsuits right now.
What?
Yeah.
So that's like Ezra Miller levels of.
Yeah. Like I don't know why. And then he came out for the preseason a couple days ago. He looked terrible. The crowd in Jacksonville was chanting "fuck you."
Dude, I just want to see Joe Bursky again. You know,
Joe Brr.
You know that man's gonna drive the Bengals to their win, bro.
That one. Other teams I think are gonna be really good.
CSU Rams.
Don't even. Don't give me. Don't even. Also, we can't say that. We're gonna dox ourselves. No, we can say that. Yeah, we go to CSU. Go Rams. We suck. Not in basketball. Only in football.
Dude, round one pick. Shout out David Roddy.
True. He went to the Memphis Grizzlies.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Don't even. I'm surprised he went in the first round, honestly.
I am not.
I'm kind of surprised.
He has been he was like actually a big prospect.
If you want to look at some fucking sexy basketball clips, look up David Roddy highlights. Because that dude just runs up on a motherfucker and just
dude. So we went to like a bunch of basketball games like last semester.
We went to like 3.
That's still a bunch, bro.
We went to a bunch.
To do.
Yeah. So did I. I worked for like all of them.
So, dude, David Roddy would just pull up and dunk on a motherfucker like.
David Roddy would dunk on someone and the arena would go crazy.
Too bad we don't have him on the team anymore.
I know. Well, dude got drafted. Dude got the bag. That's the important thing. You gotta get the bag.
Dude, talking about being on the team, I'm starting to train. So next semester when tryout starts, I'm gonna go out, walk in, punter, bro. You're gonna see me succeed. I'm not even gonna play like, or if they play me, they play me. If they don't, they don't. But I am also going to declare for the draft that like as soon as the season finishes.
It's fucked up.
That's
fucked up.
It'd be hella funny.
It would be hella funny.
I am going for Mr. Relevant. I am going for the last pick of the draft. I think that's more impressive than getting the first pick.
I disagree because most of the guys who like get that are out of the league within like 2-3 years.
Yeah, but you know how unlucky you have to be to like not get drafted, but get drafted and be the last pick. That's true. Because like all the other people who declared for the draft, they can go free agency, right?
Yes.
So like now you're forced to sign not forced, but like you have to sign the contract with these people who are probably gonna kick you out in a few days. Like,
yeah. Usually you'd be a practice squad guy. But like punters and kickers have like the most cutthroat positions in the fucking league, because it's like if you suck for like a 6-game stretch, your ass is gone.
I know.
Like,
but I still get a contract though. That's the fun part.
The contract is not even that, like, it's good, but like compared to every other position, it's just not that good.
Yes, but just think about just having a punter contract as a normal human being.
For how much you have to be out there, like you have to be out there every game multiple times per game, and you have to be like on the top of your game, and at most you'll get like $3 million. I mean, it's
Bro,
$3 million. I said $3 million. That's a lot of fucking money. But like, when you have to live in like, let's say you're the if you're the punter for the San Francisco 49ers, you have to live in the Bay Area. You got like a $3 million contract. Good luck, bro. You're fucked.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I'm gonna be a punter for the Jets, bro.
Oh, you're gonna get a place in New York with $3 million.
No, I'm gonna play in Jersey.
Yeah, you're right. They are the New Jersey Jets.
They're the New York Jets, but they play in Jersey.
The best place to be for like punter kicker salary would be like Buffalo.
Actually, not gonna lie, Denver could be good too.
Denver for house prices are so expensive, dude.
Well, but you go outside Denver.
Yeah, but then true. Then you just have to drive through like a ton of traffic to get in.
Yeah, but this is fine.
It's whatever. Where else would you want to be for like punter salary? Carolina, I don't think would be that bad.
Yeah.
Where else?
Fucking Seahawks, baby. Seattle.
Seattle.
Outside Seattle, it's pretty good.
Outside of Seattle, that's where I want to move after I graduate.
I'm just moving to Seattle for the bit. Like as soon as Brandon gets like a proper job offer in Seattle, I am going to apply for a job in Seattle for exclusively the bit.
Unless the podcast pops off, because then we're moving to Texas for tax reasons.
Exactly. Like I'm already not big on taxes. I just pay them because if I don't, I get deported. But yeah, like taxes suck.
Yep. Pennsylvania has worse taxes than here, actually.
Really?
I was losing so much of my check in Pennsylvania, and then I'm barely losing anything. So it's like I would make $300 for the pay cycle here with my shitty student job, and I would get $250. In Pennsylvania, I would go in. My pay for the week would be $350. I would get $220.
That's disgusting.
It is. It's fucking filthy in Pennsylvania. I get good tax returns from Pennsylvania though, because they take you do your taxes and you get your tax return checks.
Dude, cut this out.
You know what else I would like to move for tax benefits?
What?
I'll tell you after we get back from this quick break.
Did you know that boredom affects every kid on the planet? A way to solve this would be follow Momscast on every single one of our socials. Brandon, please tell us what they are.
On YouTube, Mom said it's my turn on the podcast. And on Twitter and Instagram, we're at Momscast. MOMSCAST. So that was a lie. I wasn't actually going to tell you where else I'd like to move for tax reasons. The answer is Texas. There's no taxes. There's like no business tax in Texas.
That's true. I mean, we can always get a nice place in the Cayman Islands.
Oh, yeah. Open up that offshore's bank account.
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
Is it really offshore if we're leaving there?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we would move there. We would totally move there. I watched Spider-Man 2 for the first time last night, and then while I'm brushing my teeth...
So Spider-Man 2, not the Amazing
Spider-Man 2, not the Amazing Spider-Man 2, not Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay, gotcha.
Spider-Man 2, 2004, directed by Sam Raimi. And then this morning, I see a tweet, and it says, scientists have, like, gotten a fusion reaction going. And I'm like, what? I just watched this movie last night. For those who haven't seen Spider-Man 2 in a little bit.
Spoiler alert.
It's not a spoiler alert. It's the opening thing of the movie.
Spoiler.
Dr. Otto Octavius is trying to get a fusion reaction working. And that's how he becomes Dr. Octopus in the movie.
Well, yes, but no.
That's what happens.
Well,
it goes wrong and it blows up and the arms get stuck to him.
Yeah. No, it's more like the inhibitor chip. He has a chip that makes it so the arms don't go haywire on him, and that breaks.
Yeah, and so then he becomes Dr. Octopus. And so I see this tweet while I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm like, I just fucking watched this movie last night. That's crazy.
Oh, talking about stuff like that, have you noticed anything different on the world since a large hadron collider started back up?
What?
Have you noticed anything different in the world since the Large Hadron Collider started back up?
No, I'm going to come back to that, though, because it's... Oh, actually, no, I'll just spitball off of it now. So me and my friend, when we get bored, we scroll through X on 4chan. Which is like, there's like actual like schizo threads there. It's so funny. I love reading schizo threads because it's just the most unhinged stuff you can imagine.
I love
And so there was one where it's like guys, they're turning the Large Hadron Collider back on. You need to be ready for the universal reset. Here is a list of phrases where if you repeat them to yourself the night before they turn the collider on, you will remember the current events and be able to capitalize on them. And I was like, what the fuck? And there's like all these schizos in this thread who are like, dude, thanks for this. I'm gonna get so rich off of like Bitcoin and shit. Or it's like, I'm gonna unfuck my life. You know, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be a better like husband or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you people?
Well, I'm just saying, like, what if it's true? Like, what if
it's not true?
Okay,
it's
but what
not.
if okay, so do you lose anything repeating those phrases before you go to
You
sleep?
don't. You just get disappointed when it doesn't happen. That's all that happens.
That's true. Also, but like I do wish that it just starts back up and like we get superpowers and some shit like that.
That would be pretty dope. I'd want to be Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man.
Dude, Spider-Man's cool. I think, dude, I want to be like Batman.
Batman doesn't have superpowers.
Yes, he does.
Don't tell me he's rich. I don't want to hear it.
Fuck off.
That's not a thing that the Large Hadron Collider would be able to provide you.
Yeah, it does. If I remember, that it was the Bernstein burst, not the Bernstein burst. You know what I mean?
No. But like other schizo threads I saw it's like succubus girlfriend. How to get a succubus girlfriend, and it's just like it's just the most unhinged shit you've ever read. So there were like 20 of these threads going back to like 2 years ago on like the archive website. And like there's like a wiki page for it, like how to summon a succubus. So what you do is you write a letter in your blood and then you burn it. It's like you have to address it to like the succubus mother or whatever, and you ask her to send one of her children to you to like be your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and it's just like the most unhinged shit.
Well, then it's a succubus or an incubus.
Yeah, well, that's what it was, but it's 4chan, so they're all talking about succubuses.
Okay.
And so it's like the way it's described is you burn it. When you feel something, you have to say thank you, and then sometimes I would read through the thread. It's like, yeah, you know, I was like sitting on like my computer, and all of a sudden I felt my dick get wet, and I was like, what the fuck? You're just making this up. You're just making it up in your head. Or it's like, I just got hard out of nowhere. I'm like, that's just a thing that happens. It's just a thing that happens.
God, dude.
It's just like, yeah, no, my succubus girlfriend got really horny. She just like kept sucking me off until I just blew a load in my pants. I'm like, why would you say that you just your pants on 4chan? Why would you say that? Why? It's just shit like that.
Dude, it's just I love schizo posting, bro.
Schizo posting on TikTok is some of my favorite shit.
Dude, I schizo post a lot on my Instagram. I actually do.
I follow your Instagram. You really don't that much.
Well, it's because I don't post that much. Like on my stories, though, I would generally post some schizo shit once in a while. If I'm not talking about the Industrial Revolution and its consequences, I'm schizo posting.
Like the schizo, and then the other shit I would see. Like I love schizo posts. Schizo posts are so good. Like the posts on TikTok.
Why did you just do that?
Those are so
We're
good.
gonna die now.
We're not, dude. Those where it's like I'll oblige you. The thing disguised as a police officer walking towards my car.
Say it with me. Flesh pedestrian.
Flesh pedestrian. The flesh pedestrian walking to my car disguised as a police officer, not knowing I have a sawed-off shotgun in my lap. Like those are so good.
No,
good.
dude. This was this whole thing like last year on TikTok. Like he was a guy. He was trying to like get the flesh pedestrians to come to him so he could get some of that flesh pedestrianucy. It was just the funniest shit ever.
There was this one I saw recently where it was like a pretty good, like this dude just in the woods pissing near a bush, and then like a thing with a deer head like looks at him and like stands up. I was like, oh fuck! It's like that's like the top tier schizo posting, or it's like me looking out my window when the coyote stands up on his hind legs, says like July 26th, 2054, 8:03 p.m. and walks away. Like I love those. Those are so good. I love
also. Guys,
post.
remember that the Queen of England's gonna die on the 16th of October at 1:30 p.m.
We cannot say this.
Of cardiac arrest.
We cannot say this.
We can't?
No, we cannot.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't want the British equivalent of Secret Service coming to our door and being like, "Oh, bloke, are you the one who made that against the Her Royal Majesty?" And I'll be like, sorry, I don't speak Italian.
just bleep it out.
Just waiting for the British people to come here and be like, well, at least our skills.
No, well, at least we don't get shut up at schools.
At least I don't get bullets in mathematics. Those are also really good. I like the ones making fun of British in quotes people end quotes.
British people.
I like the post on Twitter where it's like British and they like star out the eyes.
Dude.
Oh God.
There are British people. The soccer, how you Americans say, World Cup's coming up.
It's in Seattle, right?
No.
The World Cup is in Seattle next year, I think.
Next World Cup, not
Oh,
this World Cup.
I thought this year's was.
No, there's only World Cups every 4 years. So
It's every 4 years?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
No, it's every 4 years.
I did not know that.
And yeah, so basically, whole thing is that well, I don't know, most of the American audience won't get this, but the few ones that watch soccer will. Remember that it's the last time for the GOAT to actually get his trophy, and I'll be like in emotional distraught if he doesn't win the World Cup. I just want to say that.
Why do soccer players get paid so much money?
Because soccer is the biggest sport in the world.
How much are soccer take? Like, how often do they play soccer games? Because baseball players get paid a ton of money because there's a baseball game like every single day for like 6 months.
Well, you see, soccer. There's they don't play every day. They play like once or twice a week for league games, and then they play like cup games. But the thing is that, like a rivalry game, and not even a big rivalry game of La Liga or like Spaniard soccer, will outsell a Super Bowl in Spain.
How big are like the stadium? I'm sure they're like huge stadiums.
They're huge.
Yeah. Because I know that the biggest NFL stadiums are only like 100,000 people, which is like still a huge amount of people.
Like they're big, like they're bigger than NFL stadiums, and they just get so full more regularly.
Yeah,
and even then, so the whole point with soccer is that there's a bunch of different soccer leagues, right?
Yes,
and then there's like the cup games that are different leagues. The best people of different leagues play in them.
Yes,
so it's just that whole thing, and it's like very entrenched in the culture. Like that's why soccer fans are so rowdy, because they actually like root for the teams to the death. That's why they actually have to like have security.
Oh, okay.
At places, because like there's Tottenham fans, and then there's like Arsenal fans, and they will like kick each other the teeth out if like someone doesn't stop them.
Okay. Yeah, now the equivalent to that is there's a jail in the Philadelphia Eagles stadium.
What?
There's a jail in there, and people get rowdy at Eagles games, dude. Eagles Cowboys games, like I'm surprised people don't get stabbed at those, dude.
Dude, people get stabbed at Premier League games, which is English football games.
Okay. So we have MLS here.
So MLS is like a good mid-tier league.
Okay.
So either players that aren't good enough to play in the big leagues come to MLS,
Okay.
or older, very good players come to play to the MLS.
Okay.
So, for example, I think Zlatan Ibrahimovic was playing in the MLS a few years back, and he's already like way up on his years, so he's like retiring out here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I always see stuff where it's like, if America's like the best sports country in the world, why don't they have any like good soccer players? And it's like, well, because all of the good athletes play baseball, baseball, basketball, or football. Like those are the three things you do here if you're like a all around gifted like athlete.
Oh.
And it's like in Europe, so then it's like, well, why aren't Europeans good at like American football? And it's like, well, because like if you're good at sports in Europe, you're playing soccer.
Yeah. Like the whole thing with soccer is like how easy it is to play, or how easy, like, cause the thing with it's more of a culture thing too.
It is a culture thing, and it's like also like soccer is the easiest game to play because you literally just need the ball.
However, soccer is like very hard to play professionally.
Yeah.
Like the level of like physical conditioning that they have to have.
Oh
like,
yeah, and you're just sprinting back and forth across a field for like how long is the soccer game?
90
like
minutes.
Hour? Yeah, hour.
No,
and a half?
it's 90 minutes, and then you have something called extra time.
Okay.
So the thing is that the clock never stops.
Yeah, so it's just like an hour and a half straight of running back and forth.
Yeah,
and you're pretty much
well, that's right.
sprinting
They get a little break.
Yeah,
at
is there like
halftime.
half?
They
Yeah.
get a halftime at 45.
So okay, so you're running for 45 minutes straight. You get like what? Like how long's half? Like 15 minutes?
45.
Oh, it's a 45-minute half.
It's a 45-minute half, and then another 45
Oh,
minute
and then
half.
you go back to sprinting for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then so basically because the clock never stops, at the end of each half, the referee just goes like, "Oh, I'm just gonna add 5 more minutes to the clock. Let's go."
Oh my. Okay. But yeah, it's just like it's.
And hear me out.
Okay.
And if they're still tied at the end,
Does it go to overtime?
yes, but it depends. Sometimes they go to penalties, sometimes they go to overtime, and it's like 60 more minutes.
60 more for. Oh Jesus, fuck.
No, I could be lying. They go up to 120 or something like that.
But yeah, it's definitely a culture thing because it's just like people keep saying like soccer is going to be the next like big thing in the United States.
It's
like
not.
it's never going to be. People
It's
have been
not.
saying this for the last like 60 years. It's always soccer will be the biggest thing in the United States in 10 years.
The next big thing all around is going to be basketball because it's growing
Absolutely.
so hard in Europe and like Latin America.
Basketball is also really easy to like just pick up and play.
So the two, just because how easy they are to like play and set up, the two biggest sports should be volleyball and basketball.
Yeah,
'Cause you-
not soccer. You literally just need the ball. You just need the
See,
ball for soccer.
Yes, but for regulation soccer, you do need a regulation field. However,
Yeah.
for regulation basketball and regulation volleyball, you literally just need to throw in like a plank of concrete, put a little roof on top of that shit,
Yeah, you're right.
and you
you're
have
right,
both
you're
the
right.
basketball field and the fucking volleyball field.
Yeah, basketball is picking up in Europe though. From what I've seen online, basketball is getting bigger in Europe.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that because there's a bunch of great European talent coming over to the NBA.
Yeah. I know the NFL has essentially given up on trying to get international football, like I think, because there used to be NFL Europe. I don't think it's a thing anymore. But like, so now they're just doing like an NFL international program where they're like just gonna heavily market certain teams in certain countries. So like the Arizona Cardinals are getting advertised
In
in
Lithuania.
Mexico. The Jaguars got England, which like they already like pretty much are England's team because they play in England every year. I would have to see NFL international.
You know, like
The Seahawks are in Canada. I know that.
so the thing with the NFL is like
It's international home markets is what they call
it's
it.
so hard for like international players to get in because I'm gonna tell you the truth. There's no like back home we have like not high school football teams,
Yeah.
but we do have like private teams that have their own leagues and shit. So high school kids can just like go play if they want to play football.
Okay.
But it's not the same level.
Yeah.
So the athletes that you're gonna have coming out of like other countries is never gonna be the same because you have here in the U.S. you have this whole infrastructure of
Okay.
of just like pumping out football players.
Yeah. Well, again, it's just if you're good at sports in the United States, you are expected to play football
Well,
in high school. It is just a thing you are expected to do.
There's something I really like about the U.S. It's like how you have that whole infrastructure for like athletes.
Yeah.
Like if you want to play volleyball, just go to a high school that has volleyball.
Yeah. So the problem with that is though, if you are low income, you have to go to public school. It is illegal for public schools to recruit. For public high schools to recruit.
Yeah, but do you have like 2 or 3 public schools in the same school district?
No.
No?
It's one high school.
There's one high school per district?
One high school per district.
Damn.
Usually. At least that's how it was in my area. I'm sure other places.
Well, but there's a lot of like low income sports that you can get really good at. Like for example, like wrestling, bro. That shit can get you into college.
Yeah. But like, yeah, there was this kid in my high school who, even though it's illegal to do it, he got offers from the school a town over, which was a different school district, to play football for them. And that's like illegal for them to make that offer.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a thing that happens even though it's not supposed to. But yeah, usually you're just kind of
Well, like
stuck in the
school
you're
districts
at.
kind of make sense, but they also don't.
Yeah.
Like in Panama, we don't have school districts, but then you have the kids with the 2-hour commute.
Yeah.
'Cause it happens because there's like Private schools in Panama are like way cheaper because they're like $60 tuition.
Okay.
Because they're mostly like Christian organizations.
Okay.
So they're like supposed to be non-profits. And so all the parents want their kids to go to private, and so they make them take a 2-hour commute.
Yeah. Okay. So going back to what we said a little bit ago about the NFL having like marketing overseas because they just can't get like players from other countries. So what team do you think is marketing in Brazil as the home team for Brazil?
Shit, let me think. New Orleans.
No, it's the Miami Dolphins.
What?
Yeah. So the Miami Dolphins are have got the Brazil market. Where do you think is Ghana?
Ghana?
Who do you think is marketing in Ghana?
Buccaneers.
The Eagles.
What?
I
Why?
I know. It's just so weird. So I'm just gonna list some of the interesting ones. I think. So Canada is the Vikings and the Seahawks. I kind of thought the Packers
That
would
makes
try
sense.
that a little
That
bit.
makes sense.
Because
like Seahawks are just close,
yeah,
and then Vikings. I don't know. It's Vikings. They're close too.
they're also close. New Zealand is the Rams and the Eagles. China is the Rams. Australia is also the Rams. Germany has like 5 teams marketing in it. Mexico has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 teams.
Football is actually really good, really big in Mexico.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like there's a college football culture in Mexico too.
Yeah, because I know they're doing home games in Mexico, London, and Munich. How do you Munich?
Munich.
In Munich.
That's Germany.
Yeah, Seahawks and Buccaneers in Munich, Jaguars and someone else in London, and then Cardinals, 49ers in Mexico City.
That's fun.
Yeah. So like they've given up on like trying to get players. I think this is the first step in getting. Because like once it's on TV, then you have kids going, "I want to play football," and now you have the startings of the professional football.
Talking about Mexico, though, I know you didn't see this because you're not on Spanish speaking TikTok, but I am
on Spanish talk.
So, have you seen that whole TikTok then where it's like the people that and there's the people dancing with the moving their phones and shit?
I don't think so.
Well, it's been a whole thing, right? And so the whole trend is like people dance and the other people are like hyping them up and it cuts and they change.
Okay.
And so basically one of the big colleges in Mexico, one of the football team made the TikTok on the locker room, right?
Okay.
And it popped off pretty good. And so other like teams and clubs from that university also started doing it, right? Okay. And so the funny part is that the best one was the guys from the football team.
Huh.
The worst one was the cheerleaders because they were just so fucking stiff on the video. It was just so funny to watch that people were freaking out because like the people were going like, I don't know what's worse, that the football team dances better than the cheerleaders, or that I like looking at the football boys better than I like looking at the cheerleaders.
Yeah. CSU had a TikTok go viral. The basketball team.
Oh.
During the trend where you like ask someone for a napkin and then you like rip someone's shirt off. That. CSU had one go viral for that.
Yeah, dude.
That was pretty good. That's like the most attention we've gotten since like we got fucking bodied by Michigan in basketball. Dude, we play Michigan first for football at Michigan. Dude, we're gonna get fucking killed. Bro, we're gonna get our cheeks clapped. But what if we win though?
It'd be great.
What if we win though? Because Michigan hasn't been good in a hot minute.
We should be really good this year.
We should be. I don't want to say we're gonna be really good. Actually, I'm willing to say. So okay, we played Iowa. The closest anyone played Iowa the whole year. Well, but every other team got smoked by Iowa. But we played Iowa the closest.
Yes, but just think about all the thing. So new coach.
We pretty much took half of Nevada.
We took half of Nevada, and Nevada was doing like really good.
Yes, I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be good this year. Plus, the problem was fucking Steve Adazio, who used to be the head coach. He got fired. He didn't recruit. He didn't do any recruiting.
See, the other thing, we are a D1 school with the funds, and we
have one of the most expensive football programs in the country, and we still suck.
I want my coach to be bringing me up all that like good prospects from high school and all that good JUCO players that can get us a championship.
Oh yeah. So my thing is, we need to be. So we're fighting with CU for the 5-star recruits from Colorado. We don't really get 5-star recruits, but like we're fighting because like 5-star recruits go to like actually good schools. So like we're fighting for 4-star recruits.
Well, we're or a 5-star that wants to stay in Colorado for some dumb reason.
Exactly. So if you're like a 5-star recruit who wants to stay in Colorado, like you're probably gonna go to Boulder because they just have like the better program
and cocaine.
You need to you like what the new guy needs to do. He needs to turn the culture around in the whole program. Because right now the program is just, there have been 2 bad head coaches in a row.
Yeah.
Like this guy, I think he's putting the work in already. He's organizing a bunch of stuff. A couple days ago, there was like a women's clinic where they invited a bunch of women. Go women. They invited a bunch of women to like just kind of get to know the football program. I was like, that's really cool. I like seeing our coach involved in the community. The last guy fucking didn't.
Like our coach needs to be like one person in school that everybody just goes, oh, it's that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he needs to get us. He needs us to like. We need to like him.
I want to see our new coach and Nick Saban on a boxing match.
I want the new coach to come on the podcast. That would be dope. I want the new coach to come on the podcast.
Dude. So, new year in the school. There's a bunch of new shit changing at CSU, bro. Also, are we allowed to talk about the Best Western stuff?
Yeah, it's in the news. Yeah. So CSU fucked up really bad. They closed one of their bigger dorms and continued to admit a record number of first-year students.
Well, I'm gonna tell you because it's just inside stuff that people know. They didn't close it just because, like, they actually needed to close it
because there's asbestos. No, that was Edwards. But yeah, so back to the story. CSU fucked up. They did that. They closed the building for asbestos removal, continued to admit a record-breaking amount of freshmen, and now they have to shove 150 kids in the Best Western Hotel across the street.
Which is going to be really funny, actually, because they don't have RAs, which means there's no one keeping the peace out there.
No, they're hiring someone. They're hiring people to do walks around the Best Western.
Okay, that's better. That's better. Also, there's only like 2 washing machines.
There are only 2 washing machines. But they get their sheets changed every week.
And they get free parking.
They get free parking. They get their sheets changed every week, and they have air conditioning.
Yeah, you know what? I think they have it better than we do.
I low-key think they do have it a little better. Because, like, imagine they get moved into one of, like, the fucking prison towers after being in the Best Western. I would be pissed, dude.
I would be pissed too.
I think this was a good first episode back.
Yeah.
I think we got everything done that I wanted to get done.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of weird that you just kind of brought that, like Looney Tunes-esque stick of dynamite with you, put it on the couch next to us.
Why? As long as I don't light it, we'll be fine.
I just think it looks like is it fake? It looks fake, but it still has a fuse.
It's not fake. I just like.
Okay, if it's not fake, then fucking like light it.
No,
because it looks fake.
No,
I don't think it's real.
I don't wanna fucking die.
Then I'll go fucking light it. Give me a sec to go get my lighter.
Dude, fuck. Fair enough. Dude, it's not fake. Can you just not light it?
No, you're gonna fucking.
It's a quick fuse.
It looks like fucking. Okay, the fuse is a little too short. I will admit that. All right, I'm gonna light it now.
Don't.
Ready?
Oh,
3, 2.
Stop.
Look, it's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. Look, the fuse is lit, and we're fine now.
Stop.
See, the fuse is gone, and we're fine. For the 2 listeners, it's just Brandon and Victor now. There were some creative differences with the others. I have no ill will towards any of them. Just couldn't make it work. So now it's just me and Victor forever.